We are breaking down. Kurt Warner is breaking down some Quinn Ewers film, and we're going to react to it. Let's see what we got. What is up, fans? Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. Kurt Warner, before the draft, a pre-draft film breakdown, broke down some film of Quinn Ewers. Now, we had ideas that we were going to take him, but I stumbled upon this, and I'm like, ooh, now that he is one of our own, he's our child, we must nurture him and not chastise him and throw him out like some other do with our other quarterback. We will see what we have on our little baby boy, Quinn Ewers, our baby boy quarterback, one of the three, the littlest one. Why am I still rocking him? So we're going to look at Kurt Warner, break down the film. I'm going to pause it here and there, give my thoughts and opinions, my interjection, whether I'm like, ooh, good point, Kurt Warner. Ooh, I saw a little bit of this here too as well. If you want to, and obviously it's going to be in the corner here because copyright claims and blah, 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 blah. YouTube is hard. That's all I'm going to say. So if you want to watch the full thing, I will link it in the description. Go over, watch the full thing, because I'm going to be stopping, starting, talking over it, this, and that. And people are always like, why is it so small? Stop talking. I want to watch it. Go watch the flipping old, go watch it. Go watch it. But real quick, no sponsor. I just want to give you guys a little what's going on, right? It's May. Right now it's May 5th. This weekend is rookie mini camps. Also, Sunday is Mother's Day. Go get your mother something. Then next Wednesday, the schedule comes out. I'm still debating whether I'm going to go live for it or not. I don't know. That at the end of the month, the 27th, 28th, and the 30th starts OTAs. So this month, we're going to have a lot to talk about. Now, there's going to be some weeks where I don't have a lot to talk about. I will still talk about certain things. Hopefully, we make signings, this, and that. I got stuff. Obviously, you see this video. I have stuff planned for you guys. Don't you worry, your pretty little head. So, without further ado, this is how big it's going to be. I'm going to scoot over. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it on this side so I can scoot this way. I'm going to scoot over. Go watch the flipping video. Go to his channel if you're like, this is too small, Doug. Because I don't give a crap. You know, somebody... a little interjection, then we'll start. I know 3 minutes in, you haven't even started the video. Yeah, you could fast forward. That's the other thing. Somebody thought I genuinely was yelling and telling Dolphin fans to shut up. I don't think some people get my sense of humor in that I'm joking. Because it was the whole Tua and Quinn Ewers just a new guy, and I was like, oh my god, give it a break. Someone thought I was genuinely telling, like, he's not even Dolphin fan. He was telling when I was doing Dolphins talk. He told Dolphin fans to shut up. Hey, if you've been rocking with me for 7 years now, or even if you're subscribed now, we're almost at 52,000. I love you all. You know I'm just kidding. But for real, shut up.
So for Quinn, I went back to the middle of the season like I have with all these guys. I watched their last 4 games, made a big assessment on that, and then I went and picked out a couple games throughout the regular season to take a look at and try to pull for my tape study. So this is actually against
Vanderbilt.
And so the other thing that I wonder with Quinn is there's oftentimes he gets to his checkdowns almost too quickly. Now,
I heard that. That is something I definitely heard about Quinn Ewers. Because again, some people are coming out, you know, there are the small group, and it is a small group. I'd say about 30% of the fan base that don't like Tua. So whoever we bring at quarterback is the new savior and franchise quarterback from jump. But I've heard people come out and say in defense of Tua, and those people also don't like Tua, that Quinn Ewers tends to throw to his check down way too soon when there are things open and he has time in the pocket. So we'll hear what Kurt Warner has to say, because it looks like he's got a clean pocket here. These routes haven't developed, and it looks like he's going to drop it off to his check down.
It creates a positive play, so we're never going to be mad getting a positive play. I just like to see quarterbacks be more aggressive and attack down the field, because that's the difference making plays at the next level. And so you're going to see
because he has a clean. Well, you got this pass rusher here, covered. Possibly could have fitted into here, right? You got this receiver running this route here. Probably could have seamed it here if he trusts his arm, or he dumps it off here and tries to gain yardage. I don't hate the check down here. Let's see what Kurt Warner has to say. I'm going to do it like this, where I'll give you my opinion before. I haven't watched this yet. I'll give you my opinion, and then we'll hear what a Hall of Famer has to say. He might crap on what I'm saying.
As he comes back here, we've got a post with an over possibility. We got this backside safety way over here on the number. So I'd love to see Quinn come back and go, okay, can my post beat this guy down the middle and then let me work to my over? So you see there's a great opportunity right there to let the post go and possibly get a big play. But you see how quickly already he's down to his check down. Now, the check down's open and we're going to get a positive.
I swear, absolutely swear that I have not watched this. And he just said exactly what I just said. I'm a Hall of Fame quarterback. I'm just kidding.
Play. It's just sometimes you're going to see him work through his progression, in my opinion, too fast just to get a completion. I want to see him aggressive.
I won't be upset with that. He got 9 yards, especially if it's a first down. It's 2nd and 1. You can do whatever you want there. I wouldn't be upset with that. Obviously, we would like the aggression and throw the post, especially with the one safety to the far side. I don't hate it.
If I want to see him attack down the field and use that talent.
See
okay?
another check down.
Hot situation.
Quick check down.
Always want to see it. We got a hot coming off the edge. Know where your hot is. Can you get it out quickly? Recognize. Boom. Get.
Like he said, you have the blitzer coming here. I don't hate it. You don't really have much time for all these other plays to develop. You got, crossing routes here. You got potential post route here. You got, again, it's open. You got all this room. I don't hate it.
Get the ball out. Great touch over the guy that's blitzing. Right on the money, allowing his guy to be able to react after the catch.
Look at the yards.
Really well done right there, and something he's definitely going to have to do at the next level. Okay?
Little pump fake here. Brings down the defense. That's the other thing that could benefit from consistently throwing to checkdowns so quickly, is you could use the pump fake to bring the defenders down, which kind of helped the Dolphins, especially when you saw the combination of the post and the drag or the out with the Dolphins, and Tua would constantly throw the post and not look at the play. Because if you throw a lot of screens and checkdowns, the corners and linebackers tend to cheat towards the check down, and you have the overneath. He looks like he throws a fake here, kind of does pull him, especially if you got somewhat of a blocker here. It looks like he kind of wants to hit here, or if this is, again, I haven't seen this, so if he's running a type of route up here, it looks like he's trying to throw it up here. Let's see.
We're going to fake the bubble screen right here. Okay, we're going to try to get this guy right here, and you look at it. Can he make the throw? Yeah, and he's going to have to recognize it quickly and put it on the back shoulder because this guy's running up over the top. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not mad at this. If he feels those guys go, we got a lead blocker out in front of our screen. Recognize that. Boom. Get it out to your screen, and we get a nice play.
Yeah.
Now the question is, could he make this throw? Will he attack this throw? Was it simply because he thought that's a bad opportunity for me? Or is it another one where he's quick to the check down instead of making those?
But I honestly think, I thought he kind of runs straight. I thought the receiver was going to head towards the pylon, and then you kind of, rainbow that sucker right there. But the receiver looks like he is more wanting to block this guy to open up the screen. Because watch the route he runs.
Could he make this throw?
He's going to run straight.
Will he attack this throw? Was it simply because he thought that's a bad opportunity for me? Or is it another one where he's quick to the check down?
See how he runs straight? It was this guy, not this guy. But see, instead of kind of running towards the pylon, he ran straight and he's already starting to block. This was the play call, and this was it.
Making those special throws and being able to do some things that other guys can't do.
Throw number 5 here. Well, how many times have we run this play? 5 should be open. You chip them. You know, this isn't a pick, but it could be soft pick. And you throw it to number 5. Threw it to the outside. Okay.
Love the timing. Little play action. Boom. Flip the feet.
I would throw
Get
it to
the ball
5.
out quickly. Nice touch throw to the outside. This guy's able to go up and make this with one hand.
Good throw, especially he's on the right hash to throw it to the long side of the field.
There's really good pace
It's good
on
throw.
the football. And that's one thing that I really like, is he never overthrows it. Never feel like he's throwing it too hard, and so his receivers have the ability to adjust to it.
Okay.
There's another one. We come back, post over.
Gets open.
Doesn't like the post. Nice job just laying that
also
over.
his check down fell.
Down to his guy for a second level throw. And there's no question with the arm strength. He's got plenty of arm strength to push it down the field. Some of these guys, you say, okay.
I always want a quarterback with arm strength, but I've said this before, and it's not because Tua is our quarterback now. If I had to choose between having a mediocre arm but great accuracy, great anticipation, and able to read a defense versus a ridiculous arm, right? Crazy arm strength, but wildly inaccurate, has a hard time reading defenses, I would take the mediocre arm strength. Jamarcus Russell versus Tua Tagovailoa. Who are you taking? You know what I'm saying? Now, Josh Allen can read a defense. Josh, I'm not saying them, but if you have Jamarcus Russell, you have Tua Tagovailoa. Who are you taking? If you say Jamarcus Russell, you're lying through your teeth.
Not quite as much. Takes a little bit more effort to get the ball down the field, which can lead to inaccuracies. For me with Quinn, that's not an issue.
Good.
Effortless for him to get the ball down to that second level.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Again, you just see great touch. Come back.
I would have thrown it to the outside. If you notice when he throws it, the receiver kind of has to go to the inside more. I would have thrown it towards the numbers. He threw it towards the hash.
Recognizes that he has press pre-snap. He's looking over to his right.
See how he goes outside? You want to lead him out.
This free safety knows where he's going the whole time. Back. Just a flip.
So you want to lead him over here. And if you notice, he kind of comes back in a little bit towards the ball.
For the wrist. Great touch.
No, not really.
Good air on the ball. Right on the money.
He kind of comes in a little bit, but I'm just.
You see, lots of really good stuff to like with Quinn Ewers.
Throws the check. He could have hit this guy. Throws the check down. Could have hit him. It could have hit him, and possibly could have hit him.
Okay. So again, the process. Come off the play action. Trying to get this seam right here. Doesn't like it. 2 black jerseys. Okay. The next part of the progression is this in coming right behind it. Okay. So he turns to it right there.
That's when you throw it. The ball should have been out. Now you got to worry about this defender here. You got to either get it through here or you got to get it over the defender. But the ball should have been there by now.
Now he's going to be quick to his check down. Great window right there. See it, rip it. Make these second level throws. Instead, we're going to
he glitched forward. I hate that. Sometimes I do that when I break down film.
Instead, we're going to just dump it off here to the back.
First down is on the 30.
Take the little check down. The guy does some work for us and gets us a play. But that second throw right there.
Long down distance.
Don't get through it too quickly. Get there, see it, and rip that in.
That's the thing that Tua does really well. And that was the thing that always bothered me with Skyler. And even Skyler, Mike White, any of the guys, even Huntley, is they took even Jacoby Brissett, they took a beat before letting the ball rip. It's like they didn't trust their receivers to be where they're going to be. Some people call it spot throwing. It's not spot throwing because every quarterback in the NFL does this. Kurt Warner's literally breaking it down. Tua always just, drop back, boom. He saw that he was about to break on that in route, saw he had the gap in the middle. He would let that, obviously he's a lefty, he'd let it fly. So as soon as they turn, boom, ball's there. They're able to get the yak. Sometimes they, like Skylar Thompson, you go back, watch that Buffalo game in the wild card, they would have won if Skylar just had a little bit more anticipation and trusted his arm more. That was for me, that was my biggest thing with Skylar. I thought Skylar could be a very good backup if he trusted himself more. And you saw it with Seattle last year. He got in his head. The noise of Seattle and the atmosphere, it got in his head, and he was holding that ball way too long. You got your man with your hand up here.
Okay, again, you see the arm talent right here as he comes back.
It's good
pressure
throw
coming
in between.
from the interior part of it. Just a tight window here between these two linebackers. Put that foot in the ground. Again, his body's
touchdown.
a little bit all over the place, but he's got that arm talent to split these two defenders and make a throw, leading to a big play. So that's where the feet sometimes get into it, where feet kind of get out of whack, and he lives with his right arm, and it can get him in trouble at times, but he's also got the ability to make some of those throws with just his arm. Here's another one. We'll play action. We got pressure off the side. How do you handle pressure? Great job.
How many times have we run this play?
Times, but he's also got the ability to make some of those throws with just his arm. Here's another one. We'll play action. We got pressure off the side. How do you handle pressure? Great job. Don't have my feet.
Quinn Ewers
got to be able to just make it with my body. Look at that. Beautiful. Boop. Little flip of the wrist. Look how quickly he gets that out of there. Turns into a touchdown because of the quick reaction. Look at that. Ball is already out of his hands. Defense doesn't have a chance to react.
That's what you need.
Touchdown. Beautifully done right there. So you see some of the good stuff, especially in the quick area. Bringing pressure. Do you have an answer? Do you know what that answer is? Do you know how to make the different throws? Quinn did a beautiful job of that right there. Okay. And then some of these where you just read it out.
He forced that one.
Got a guy going to the flat, guy going to the corner. Just read the corner route right here. There are times where I feel like he's coming back and his eyes are over here where he's not really even reading anything. He's just coming back and saying, I'm going to make the throw.
Do it here. Especially you got pressure in your face. But it sucks because when you're in this situation and you got that defender in your face, when you make the decision, you have to do it. There's no drop back, go to throw that route. Oh, there's double coverage. Let me bring it down and throw it to that route. You can't go, nope, when there's a defender right in front of your face. Because as soon as you go, oh, he's covered and turn, you're sacked. So like in this situation, he would have had to decide to throw this because he would have had to get the ball out. Also, it's very hard to throw this way when you have a defender.
Throw. That leverage right there, we're throwing it up into coverage when the real throw should be right here. Now, again, maybe they're taught, hey, on some of these plays, I want you to just come back and give our guy a shot because we like our guy better than their guy. So I don't know that. All I can do is look at, okay, what the read should be over here. And if you're coming back to this side and this corner turns off and bails, we should be dropping it underneath.
I'm telling you, if I did like a Gruden camp with Kurt Warner or something, and we were breaking down film together, I feel like he'd be very proud of me because I've been like on point with predicting or the things I'm saying. He's like agreeing with me. Makes me feel good because sometimes some of the comments make me feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. But the fact that Kurt Warner is literally repeating what I'm saying, I sometimes think I know what I'm talking about.
Down the field, when you've got opportunities, you got to be fast, but he finds a completion. We always say you never go broke taking a profit, meaning you never go broke when you're getting completions.
If it's open, take it. Live another down.
And positive plays underneath. But it's hard to live in that world where it's check down, check down, check down. We need at times when you've got a guy open down the field, when you've got opportunities, you got to be ready and willing to take them. All right.
So I don't know if you would throw this. You got the safety coming over the top, and you got the corner coming in to play that. He's double covered. Could throw it here. He's got his back. This is my choice. Right here. He's got his back to him. He's more focused on him, even though it looks like he's backpedaling a little bit. My choice is this guy right here.
So, been handled in the hots really, really well. This time, doesn't handle it so well. Here, we've got a flat, we've got a hook, And then we got something else coming here.
I think
So
that's Gunner,
just
too.
read the guy coming down. Okay, so the safety's coming down right here. You got your choices. Hot, take the flat right here. That guy's far enough away, take your hot. Otherwise, recover right here to the hitch, right behind it. Yeah, he gets caught right here. I think he sees the pressure.
Should have done
And
it.
maybe he felt like this guy held off the flat. He got off it a little bit too fast and is looking for this. This guy's running through it.
Yeah,
Don't
I paused
panic.
it. I paused it like a good 3. Like he was already probably getting sacked. So my decision making is completely different than the beginning.
Okay, sometimes you got time, right? That pressure guy's coming from a long ways away. Let it play out. There's the throw in front of you. Just a little bit impatient right there, seeing the big picture, but not easy. But it's fun stuff to teach off of, right? Not always going to make the perfect play against pressure. I want you to have an answer. It looked like he had an answer, just didn't feel comfortable with how it played out. And that's seeing the big picture. When they blitz, I want to see the safety coming down. Does the safety come down inside or outside?
All of these things have to happen quick. And that's why you have to have such a fast processor in your brain, and you have to be able to diagnose things as they're happening. Like the play that Tua made against the Chargers, where he stepped up, like he avoided the pressure, he stepped up, and as he's stepping up, he threw that pass to Tyreek Hill. All of the things that he saw, like he had to evade the pressure, step up in the pocket. He had to see Tyreek getting open. He had to know that the safety wasn't over there. Like, people don't give Tua enough credit with the amount of stuff that he does while plays are happening. Like, people are like, oh, he only threw that because he looked off the safety first. Yes. Do you know how much stuff goes into that? It's not just, it's just so much nuance. It's crazy.
Does he cover the flat or the hook? Those are my two options. I just need to hold it to verify which of those guys is the right guy.
That pressure's right in his face. Was someone
Out,
open
and that's
before the
seeing
pressure got there?
the big picture. When they blitz, I want to see the safety coming down. Does the safety come down inside or outside? Is the right guy.
Probably could have hit him. I'm trying to...
Hook, those are my two options. I just need to hold it to verify which of those guys is the
Oh, that's your guy. That's the hit you want to do. See how as soon as he plants that back foot?
right guy.
Oh. That's the guy you want to hit. Right here.
Okay, so here's another one. Now maybe, we do get beat up front, but you're going to see, I'd like to see him come back. And again, you see his eyes over here, which is weird to me. We've got a post and an over and a flat. I would want to see over here.
Left. Yeah.
I would want to look and go, okay, not going to get the post because I got a free safety in the middle of the field. Now it's a high-low off the backside. Okay, so if I see that, I see this guy down.
I think, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but a high-low is you start at your top, middle, and then low. Your high-low. So your last read is you check down with the swing route from the running back. So you go to the post, you go to the cross, and then you go to the check down. Could be wrong.
Low. And so even though we miss up front, I've got a chance to lay this football up over here by the numbers because there's a huge window over here, but I can only know that if my eyes are over here.
Right here.
Now he finds a completion to his back, and here's another part of the process, okay, is tying your feet to the route. Look how quickly Quinn is set here. He's set, and so now as he's being set, it's like throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball. And so he gets impatient, and that can be part of it. I've seen this a couple times, is that can be part of the impatience getting through his reads, is that he's not timing his feet up right to the throw. I would like to see him take a couple extra steps here, buy a little more time, so this guy gets to go about 5 yards further. And if I do that, even with the pressure, I think he's going to be able to lay this football into the window here, but he's got to go through it too fast because he speeds up his drop. Quick 2-3 steps right there on a deep over just isn't going to time up.
See, and those are the things that I even learned when I watch these film breakdowns with like Kurt Warner Drew Brees does some. You know, a lot of these guys who are Hall of Famers, pros, have played the game. Those are things that I've like watching Kurt Warner's film breakdowns. I've learned so much like that. Like with Tua and one of his deep passes, Kurt Warner, this was like 2 years ago, talked about his foot and how his foot was like out. I think his foot was like pointing out. So that's why he kind of opened his body to throw it. He was like, you want your foot to point where, like, so many things. And like this one, I thought, you know, three-step drop, get to the top of your, you know, drop, look, do it. But he's, you know, learning from him. You're too quick. And this is something that Mike McDaniel will teach him. There's so much more. There's like another 8 minutes of film. Go check it out. Go to the channel. Again, it's linked in the description. Go watch the rest of it. But I like what I'm seeing from Quinn Ewers, especially for seventh round pick. I'm like, no, Ollie Gordon was the 6th. For a 7th round pick, again, it's another situation where if you look at Quinn Ewers going into 2024, he was like set to be a top 10 pick. He was on the cover of College Football 25. Even Ollie Gordon was, you know, a Heisman finalist at the beginning of the year because of the way he played in 2023. So I'm excited to see what Quinn Ewers can do. I would love for him to get a legit shot at the backup quarterback position. I don't want Zach Wilson to just get handed the backup quarterback position because he's making $6 million. I would love it to be like a legit quarterback competition. So it's going to be interesting, but you know, if he could just get off of the checkdowns and he can get more comfortable and understanding, but again, we have to see how this offensive line is going to do. So very interesting. I do feel much better about my football knowledge after doing that, because a lot of times I question myself. And then having Kurt Warner just justify what I'm breaking down on film and what I'm looking at and seeing is the correct thing. I'm like, okay. Sometimes I do my film breakdowns during the season and I'm like, people are going to be watching me do this and be like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Apparently I do know what I'm talking about, and it makes me feel a little bit more confident in myself, which isn't easy. Being a YouTuber, covering a football team, you got a lot of people that try to, you know, tear you down. So when you get little instances like this, it feels good. But comment below. Let me know what you think. Go watch the video if you want. Come back and comment below even more of other stuff that I didn't show. Let me know what your thoughts of Quinn Ewers is. And you know, how do you think he'll fit in this offense? Because I think he'll fit very nicely. So comment below. Let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Like usual, stay classy. If it's up.